Today we shall discuss about breakdown in electronegative gases. What is electronegative gases? The gases which are lacking in one or two electrons in their outer shell are known as electronegative gases, or it may be defined as some gases whose molecules have the tendency to gain or attract free electrons present in the space between two electrodes. Such type of gases are termed as attaching gases or electronegative gases. What is electronegative gases? Whose molecules will be having tendency to gain or attract free electrons present in space between the two electrodes. Such type of gases are termed as attaching gases or electronegative gases. The electronegative, when electron comes into contact with these gas molecules, the gas molecules attracts the electrons and become negative ion. In these two processes, one is direct attachment and dissociative attachment. In direct attachment, an electrons directly attaches to form a negative ion. In dissociative attachment, in which gas molecules split into their constituent atoms and electronegative atoms from negative ions. That is the equation in direct attachment. AB plus e to the power of minus gives rise to AB minus plus HV. In dissociative attachment, AB plus E gives rise to A plus B to the power of minus plus E. A simple gas of this type is oxygen. Other gases are sulfur hexafluoride, freon, carbon dioxide, and fluorocarbons. In this, A is usually, it may be sulfur or carbon atom. What about B? B is an oxygen atom, or it may be halogen atom or molecules. Which such gases, Townsend's current growth equation. In this, Townsend's current growth equation is modified. We include ionization and attachment. Attachment coefficient, that is eta, is defined as, it is similar to alpha, but the number of attaching collisions made by one electron drifting 1 centimeter in the direction of field. Eta is defined as the number of attaching collisions made by one electron drifting 1 centimeter in the direction of field. Under these conditions, the current reaching the anode can be written as this equation. The I is equal to I naught. This is the first equation. When we will write this, the current reaching the anode, the current equation will be this. Townsend breakdown criterion for attaching gases can also be find out by equating the denominator in equation 1. This equation we have been equating denominator. If you equate denominator, you will get this one, gamma alpha divided by alpha minus eta e to the power of alpha minus eta into d minus 1 close bracket is equal to 1. This is the equation when Townsend breakdown criterion for attaching gases. Okay. To find out the Townsend's breakdown criterion for attaching gases, this is the equation. In these two cases, alpha greater than 1, alpha greater than eta. When alpha greater than eta, breakdown is always possible irrespective of the values of alpha, eta and gamma. What about eta? If eta is greater than alpha, then equation approaches an asymptotic from with increasing value of d. Gamma alpha divided by alpha minus eta is equal to 1. Gamma alpha is equal to alpha minus eta. Eta is equal to alpha minus eta alpha. Alpha is equal to eta divided by 1 minus gamma. When alpha is equal to eta, when gamma is very small value, that is less than or equal to 10 to the power of minus 4. If the pressure is constant, then this condition, the limit of value of E will be E below which no breakdown will be possible irrespective of the value of D. The limit of value of E will be below when then only breakdown is possible irrespective of value of the D. Okay. and the limit value is critical E, for which that pressure is for that pressure. Example, SF6117 volt centimeter per centimeter, that is the pressure unit is PO hour. Okay, at 20 degree Celsius. We have read about today breakdown in electronegative gases. First definition in this two process, that is direct attachment, dissociative attachment, and what is A and what is B. Some examples and equation for current reaching the anode, and that can be modified and we equate the denominator, you will get this equation. And in next is two cases when alpha is greater than eta and eta is greater than alpha. When alpha is equal to eta, when gamma is very small, less than or equal to 10 to the power of -4. Next we shall read about time lag of breakdown. What is time lag? Time lag means that there is a time difference in the application of voltage sufficient to cause breakdown and the occurrence of breakdown itself. This time difference is called time lag. What is time lag? You have already read in power electronics and OLS, right? What is time lag? There is a time difference in the application of voltage sufficient to cause breakdown and the occurrence of breakdown itself. This time difference is called as time lag. In practical engineering designs, the breakdown due to rapidly changing voltage or it may be impulse voltage is of great importance. The mechanism of spark breakdown is considered as a function of ionization process under uniform field conditions. The Townsend's criterion for breakdown is satisfied only if at least one electron is present in the gap between the electrodes, as in the case of applied DC or slowly varying voltages. This is no difficulty in satisfying this condition. When breakdown will occur, when one electron should be present in the gap between the electrodes, as in the case of applied DC or it may be slowly varying voltages. With rapidly varying voltage of short duration 10 to the power of -6 seconds, the initiatory electron may not be present. Rapid varying voltage for short duration, that means increase or decrease variation of voltage for short duration, then the electron may be not present in the gap, then breakdown will not occur due to not available free electron. Okay, what is a statistical time lag? Statistical time lag is defined as the time lapsed between the application of voltage sufficient to occur to cause breakdown and the appearance of initiating electron is called as statistical time lag. The statistical time lag depends upon the amount of free ionization present in the gap. This in turn depends on the size of the gap and the quantity of radiation that produces the primary electrons. The technology generally used for irradiating the gaps include ultraviolet radiation, radioactive materials, and light sources. What we read in statistical time lag, first is definition. What is time lag? Time lag and when breakdown will occur, and next is statistical time lag definition. It is defined as the time lapse between the application of voltage sufficient to cause breakdown and the appearance of initiating electron is called as statistical time lag. When it will occur, statistical time lag depends mainly on the amount of free ionization present in the gap and the size of the gap and the quantity of radiation that produces the primary electrons, and the technology generally used for irradiating the gaps include ultraviolet radiation, radioactive materials, and light sources. Formative time lag. After the appearance of electron, the time required for the ionization process to develop fully to cause the breakdown of gap is called as formative time lag. What is formative time lag? The appearance of electron, the time required for ionization process to develop fully to cause the breakdown of gap is called formative time lag. The formative time lag depends mostly on the mechanism of the avalanche growth in the gap. What is total time lag? The sum of statistical time lag and formative time lag is called total time lag. This is the diagram of breakdown with a step function voltage pulse. This is a TS, that is a statistical time lag, and TF formative time lag, and total T. Okay. Next we shall read about streamer theory. What is streamer theory? Why we read this one? To overcome the Townsend's theory, the limitations and drawbacks of Townsend's theory. Okay, to overcome the limitations and drawback of Townsend's theory, they have input the streamers theory. Streamers are canal mechanism of breakdown of path. The streamer mechanism of breakdown is also known as canal mechanism of breakdown. The streamers theory removes the limitation and drawback of Townsend's theory. We know that charges in between the electrodes separated by a distance d increased by a factor E alpha d when field between between electrodes is uniform. This is valid only if we assume that field E naught is equal to V by D is not affected by the space charges of electrons and positive ions. Okay, first condition is streamers theory is also known as canal mechanism of breakdown, and to overcome the limitations and drawbacks of Townsend's theory, this we are using streamer theory, and the charges in the between the electrodes separated by a distance d increased by a factor E alpha d when field between the electrodes is uniform. This is valid only if we assume the field E naught is equal to V by D is not affected by the space charges of electrons and positive ions whenever the concentration exceeds 10 to the power of 8. Okay, this is not 1 or 8, it is a 10 to the power of 8. Okay, when the concentration exceeds 10 to the power of 8, the avalanche current is followed by steep rise in current and breakdown of the gap takes place. What about if it is between the 10 to the power of 6 and 10 to the power of 8? It is, if it is between 10 to the power of 8 and 10 to the power of 6, the growth of the avalanche become weak. Here it is the sentence, the weakening of the avalanche at lower concentration and rapid growth of avalanche at higher concentration. If the higher concentration, then rapid growth of avalanche. If lower concentration, then avalanche will become weakened. Okay. Next is streamer theory of breakdown for gas or avalanche breakdown. Avalanche breakdown streamers It is a avalanche breakdown or streamer breakdown is a phenomenon that can occur in both insulating and semiconducting materials. Avalanche breakdown or streamer breakdown, it will occur in insulating and semiconducting materials. It is a form of what? Electric current multiplication that can allow very large current within materials, and it will cause a dielectric breakdown. Electric current, it is a form of what? Electric current multiplication that will allow large current within materials, and it will cause a dielectric breakdown. Formation of finger-like discharge is called as streamer. A streamer discharge, also known as filamentary discharge, is a type of transient electrical discharge. Streamer discharge can form when an insulating medium is exposed to a large potential difference. This is a avalanche breakdown or streamer breakdown is a phenomenon that can occur in both insulating and semiconducting materials. It is a form of electric current multiplication that can allow very large current within materials and causes dielectric breakdown. Formation of finger-like discharge is called a streamer. What is stream discharger? Stream discharger, also known as filamentary discharge, is a type of transient electrical discharge. Streamer discharge can form when an insulating medium is exposed to a large potential difference. For example, insulating medium, air. Okay, process. Stream breakdown occur when it will occur when the dielectric medium is exposed to a high voltage difference. When it will occur, stream breakdown occur when the dielectric medium is exposed to a high voltage difference. First one. First step is the formation of avalanche. Third one is formation avalanche will create a space charge that will lead to a additional electric field, and that electric field will enhance the growth of new avalanche. That our new avalanche will be ionized regions grows quickly and expand. It is applicable for non-uniform electric field when the energy gained by the electrons greater than lattice ionization potential. Formation of streamer takes place. Breakdown occurs when avalanche exceeds critical size and formation of many avalanche. Streamer ionize the path and production of large current. Breakdown will be occurred. First process is breakdown will occur when dielectric medium is exposed to a high voltage difference. Second is formation of avalanche that will create a space charge that will lead to a additional electric field. That electric field enhance the growth of new avalanche. That is ionized regions grows quickly and expand. It is applicable for non-uniform electric field when the energy gained by the electrons greater than the lattice ionization potential. Formation of streamer takes place. Breakdown occurs when avalanche exceeds critical size and formation of many avalanche. Streamer ionize the path and production of large current. Breakdown will be occurred. Next is detailed procedure. This is the diagram. Breakdown with a step function voltage pulse. Okay. Now we shall read about procedure. Okay. First step is, since the electrons have higher mobility. Remember, electrons have higher mobility. The space charge at the head of the avalanche is considered to be negative and it is assumed to be concentrated within a spherical volume. First is, electron will have higher mobility and the space charge at the head of the avalanche will considered as a negative and it is assumed to be concentrated within a spherical volume. The head of the avalanche will be strengthened. The field between the two assumed charge center, the electrons and the positive ions, is decreased as the field due to the charge center opposes the main field E naught. Okay, once again I repeat, the field between the two assumed charge center. Okay, first one is the electrons and the positive ions is decreased. When it will decrease, as the field due to the charge centers opposes the main field. Charge center will oppose the main field. That's why the electrons and the positive ions will be decreased. And again the field between the positive space charge center and the cathode is strengthened. The field between the positive space charge and cathode will be strengthened when space charge field aids. That means when space charge will increase. Okay, when space charge field increase and the main field E naught in that region. Okay, it has been observed that if charge carrier number exceeds 10 to the power of 6, if charge carrier number exceeds 10 to the power of 6, then what happens? Field distortion becomes noticeable. Okay, at that situation we notice that field will be distorted. Okay, if the distortion of field is only 1%, it will lead to a doubling of the avalanche. But as the field distortion is only near the head of the avalanche, okay, it does not have a significance on the discharge phenomena. However, if the charge carrier exceeds 10 to the power of 8, first I have said what happens at 10 to the power of 6. Now at 10 to the power of 8, the space charge field becomes almost of the same magnitude as the main field E naught and hence it may lead to initiation of streamer. Okay, it will space charge field becomes space charge and main field will become equal. Okay, space charge field becomes almost of the same magnitude as the main field E naught. That will lead to a initiation of streamer. space charge field therefore plays a very important role in the mechanism of electric discharge in a non-uniform gap. This photon falls on the molecules and again electrons are released, which is called photoionization. Photoionization of gas molecules is the secondary mechanism of ionization responsible for breakdown. In this, we have observed that enhancement of field, primary ionization, photoionization. On the whole, it is observed due to enhancement of field and primary ionization, photoionization, size of the electron avalanche is graphically increased and the avalanche are transformed into a channels of ionization which proceeds towards the anode. Such channels are called streamer or anode streamer. Size of the electron avalanche is gradually increased and the avalanche are transformed into a channels of ionization that will proceed towards the anode that we call as anode streamer. Finally, the gas breakdown. At the moment of breakdown, the avalanche has got specific size which is called as critical size of avalanche. Streamer breakdown classification. In this two, positive streamer and negative streamer. In positive streamer, low electric field. Positive streamers propagate in the opposite direction. In negative streamer propagate against the direction of the electric field. Negative streamers require high electric fields. Areas of application: ozone production, air purification, plasma medicine. Next, mathematical aspect of streamer theory. The empirical formula for breakdown of gases by the speed of streamers are developed by the Rieter and Meek. Okay. Alpha Xc is equal to 17.7 plus log Xc. Alpha Xc is equal to 17.7 plus log Xc plus log Er divided by E0. This is the first equation. What is alpha? We have already read in Townsend's first ionization coefficient, that is alpha. Xc is equal to elongated and critical size of electron avalanche at the time of breakdown. Er is field due to space charge. E0 is extremely high applied field across the gap. When an avalanche is formed into a streamer, what is the condition? Er is equal to E0, Er divided by E0 is equal to 1. Apply log on both sides. Log Er divided by E0 is equal to log 1 is equal to 0. Log 1 value is 0. So, log Er divided by E0 value is 0. Substitute the value, you will get the equation 2, that is alpha Xc is equal to 17.7 plus log Xc. During breakdown, the size of avalanche becomes equal to gap length or spacing between the electrodes. That is Xc is equal to D. Substitute instead of Xc D. Okay, so alpha D is equal to 17.7 plus log D. Meek also suggested one equation for Er, that is Er is equal to 5.3 into 10 to the power of minus 7 alpha E to the power of alpha x divided by x by P to the power of 1 by 2. That is the equation 3. What is P? P is the pressure of gas in the gap. The minimum breakdown voltage is assumed to be corresponding to the condition when avalanche as across the gap equal to D. We shall take the condition that is x is equal to D and Er is equal to E. Replace instead of x D and instead of Er E. Okay. After substituting, you will get E is equal to 5.3 into 10 to the power of minus 7 alpha E to the power of alpha D divided by D by P to the power of 1 by 2. Taking log on both sides, we get log E is equal to log 5.3 into 10 to the power of minus 7 plus log alpha into e to the power of alpha d minus 1 by 2 log d by p. Okay, log 5.3 into 10 to the power of minus 7 value is minus 14.5 plus log alpha plus log a into b. We can write it as log a plus b. That is what I have written here. Log alpha plus alpha into d log e base e minus 1 by 2 log d by p. Log e base e is value is 1. Adding minus log p to both sides. Okay, if we add minus log p on both sides, log e minus log p is equal to minus 14.5 plus log alpha d minus log p minus 1 by 2 log d by p. Okay, log a minus b, that log a minus log b, that can be written as log a divided by b. That is what I have written here. Log e by p is equal to minus 14.5 plus log alpha divided by p plus alpha into d minus 1 by 2 log d by p. The value of alpha by p and corresponding value of e by p at given pressure p are chosen by trial method to solve this equation.